Lay down. Go. You lay down. You lay down, be a good boy. I see you. All right. Well, good afternoon. Now, you go lay down, you big goobers. Now, it's beautiful in Canada. Oh, okay, get up here. Okay, get up. Get up, my big puppy. Hi. You are so handsome, I know it. You're bigger than the average. Hi, how are you today? My puppies, I'm looking at you saying hi, love Canada. And he thinks I'm looking at him saying hi. And he's hiding it. Oh, he's peeking around the pewter saying I'm peeking at your mummies or grandmas. But I want him to be my mummy. Yeah, okay. He's gorgeous, just gotta say. I wish I could get another one, another nutter butter puppy. See how big? Isn't he big? Okay. Oh, it's working. Why is it turning now? See, you must give me good luck. Look at it. Gonna. Oh, look at it's doing. You came into my computer and fixed it. Because there's the grandpuppy. See. He's going on my grandma. See his tail wagging. Hi. Hi. Can you hear his tail wagging? Going, hi, my grandma. Don't you throw up on your grandma. Don't you go over here and attack me. And he talks. You want to tell everybody how you talk? Go, oh, we can have you going, yeah. And he looks at himself in the mirror. That big dog had a fight with himself one day. Weirdest thing is when you haven't see a dog fight with himself. And you have to go up behind him and go, it's me and you here. Don't attack the mirror. Honest to God, honest to God, when he heard Benny Keys' voice one day, he almost jumped out my big window if I hadn't grabbed his tail like this, and he had 2 feet on the floor and the tail, and he's dragging me across the bed like this. That's why I don't take that dog for a walk anywhere. Imagine in Canada, okay? Just imagine the snow hills that my husband makes, okay? Because he does these hills all over. Because when our kids were little, they were hills. This dog thinks he's the great, I don't know, whatever, but he's got to go to the top of the hills and go, ooh, to tell all the neighborhood dogs he's whatever he thinks he is. Okay? So, he took me up a hill last year, and he went up the hill, and he flung me over him into the middle of the yard. Poof. And just imagine how deep it was. And I wouldn't even think I had snow snuffing on. Nothing. Because when I dragged myself out of there, I sat down, and he come over to say, I'm sorry, Grandma, like this. And he knocked over a whole freaking snowbank on me. So then he licks away the snow off my face. And I looked at him and said, you're just like your daddy, but you got 4 legs. What the hell? So, living through having a grand puppy that's a dog, and his father who's a redhead, and we're having a birthday party. So I have to be good. Yeah. we got all these, oh, good Lord, love a duck. My son came in after, yes, the aluminum, or no, aluminum, the helium. Like, come in, he's talking all the way, and you hear this weird voice that's not mine. It's not in my house. I never heard that voice. Scared the living shit out of me. As he's got like half a little balloon. I went, good Lord, love a duck, don't do that to your mommy. You scared me. And I'm scared of thunderstorms. Isn't it weird if you got little kids around, you're really brave? But as soon as it was just me and Kramer here the other day, good Lord, I turned into a little kid. And then the dog, well, you seen my little Yorkie, he's shaking, so I had to be brave because he's shaking, and he never was scared because you could see it come in. It was like I look out my window and you could see the sky and it was like, it's here. No, he's going, who's here? Nobody's here. Okay, calm down, don't bark, Papa's sleeping. Okay, so. And he stole my crocheting 3 times already. Had to put it in my crochet drawer. See right there. And thank you to White Rabbit for telling everybody to be nice to me. That's cool. Okay, you gonna whine and say, everybody, thanks for being nice to my grandma. Because you don't hear any dogs barking, do you? No, you just hear one going, Grandma, I love you so much. Yeah. Yeah. You can put your clown thing in here. Just be nice to me, okay? Because if you can talk to a 180-pound dog and say, can we find you a girl dog to make puppies? I wouldn't like, I'm not watching what you do, but I want to have a puppy just like you. Because this dog, him and his daddy have this thing where it's, hi, how you doing? And he puts his paws up and it's like, and he tried to do that to me one day. Not a good idea. You sit down. You go over here and speak to your grandma. I'll get this working. You want to train a dog from not barking? Squirt them in the butt. As soon as they bark, bing. You don't have to hurt a dog. It shocks them into it, just like kitty cats. But I don't like cats, okay? Sorry. So I don't want to have a kitty cat ever again. Cats are evil. Because you sleep, they will come up to the person that they don't like, and you sleep, and all of a sudden you get a whack across the head, and they'll go, oh, sorry, was that me? Right? You watch a cat when somebody comes in that it doesn't like, it will. What? You laid down, it's nap time. You went for a pee, you ate, you drank, and everything. Yes. You going to come over and look at me eye to eye? No. He's over by the drawer of where you know how much a good dog is when you got a dog that finds your hidden stash of candy that you didn't know was where. Right? Yeah. Aren't you a good boy? Yeah. And I won't be able to do any nighttime raiding in the fridge because it has an alarms thing, the new fridges. All right, okay. New fridges, right? You go to sneak in and do a midnight snackies. It tells on you. Because most of the time, you like a pre-cut roast you have here, and you're nice in there to steal more stuff. And that's how I get again. That dog to my husband. I said, remember the night I scared the shit out of your mom? She's in there in the fridge. I go up and I thought I could get something out of that roast that was left over, okay? I go, hi. She's in, honest to God, she went right in the fridge. And she pulled out the roast. She goes, you want to make a sandwich? And that's why I love my mother-in-law. Because we were both raiding the fridge at the same time. Both wanting a sandwich because I had her kids. or she had her kids all the friggin' nut bars there, and me and my son. Honest to God, there was because I talked. I said, remember the time in Blind River when you stuck your head out of a hole going, hello, hello, hello. That's why I think if my son ever went into politics, could you see me being first mama of Canada? Hi, it's me over here. I saved the world by throwing snowballs in the United Nations live website. And then other people did too. For me. And they weren't Americans, so there. Neener, neener, neener. So everybody who threw a snowball in the United Nations website, Craig Diesel says you love my grandma. Oh, and there's not a freaking thing wrong with me. Because I was in the Esposito hockey school as a little girl. If I go to my mother's house, my goalie sticks are still there. They sold my goalie pads, which I told you that story. I cried when I saw them in the sports store, which was Sports Center and Bumbaco Sports. I got all my equipment there. Free advertising. Remember, everywhere I worked. Water Tower Inn, Geno's, the Canadian. I understand the boys might have. It's no longer in business, but it's in our hearts. And I gotta go see my fireman that was like my sister at one point. Loved my sister. We all have so many things in our lives going on right now. For me to wish Griff would get 1,000-fold, and within the next day, my mother, without thinking, takes my Toby to the vet and burns him that day. So, when Toby should have been buried on our property, he was burnt like a Viking burial. See my wristband? I can make these. And when I learn how to train myself again, how to do the dragons, I will make one for Darian Brown. Because he never did anything. He probably flew cash around like a little superhero in the air. Like my husband flew our red-headed little bear. So, I'm dyslexic. I'm hearing impaired. I'm manic depressive, which you call a rapid cycler. So when you come into my channel and you listen, don't judge me. Wait. Learn my story, because there's me in one part of your circle of your family that possibly is up on my star called Kimmy Monster, because that's where every manic depressive person who takes their life goes from last December to the future of every life forward. You need somebody to help you? You just go asleep. Rain or shine, light or dark, look up in the sky and yell, Kimmy Monster, I need you. And my star will reply, I gotcha. I gotcha. Because for my family, again, to buy me a star named Kimmy Monster. Steve's aunt dies, and I say, Sandra, come to my star. Days later, I say, Lacey, come to my star. I've had 5 friends take their lives without saying goodbye. And I will never, ever be ashamed of saying I survived horrors that others think I would take my life. No, I will have every person who threw a snowball in the United Nations for me to say online bullying is worse than cutting, cutting, because the words that people put in the chat play over and over and over again. And once you write it down, like I said to Beth McGee, you write it down in paper. It can never be taken back because your words will be seen forever. So when I write down what I write down, where I was told, whatever you write down can never be taken back. Just like a man warrior who will fight for the love of his life's heart. A man will kill and regret, but a woman will bring you in and say, stop it. I'm not the disease. The pack of people running around and saying, Kimmy's this, Kimmy's that, Kimmy's this, Kimmy's that. I see you. And like I said, what you put out, karma words, 5, 10, 15 fold. It comes back to you. Yeah, I remember Duke's. Yeah, Duke's mayonnaise. She's a sweetie pie. Guys, I wonder if her and her mom, did she wet willy her mom? Because I said, go up and kiss your mom right on the nose. Because your mom's going to go, what the hell? And at the same time, wet willy her ear. Because we don't do stuff like that. Don't hurt anybody. You know. So, hey, hit Walmart for your bubble machines. They are the most fun. You get your animals out there, you put it up high, bubbles go through the air, and you turn into a little kid when you blew bubbles. You know, it's easy. And it's bubbles. You know, hubby's coming. So, just a And pretty soon, I'm gonna make butter tarts because he bought butter tarts. Oh no, I'm talking. Yeah, hubby, see, he's coming in and trying to make me eat stuff. Okay, checking conviction. Oh, you must be a smart. Okay, I'm gonna read. Okay, now I'm gonna read what people are saying. Like, okay. Oh, I remember you're the first person. You are in Michigan. The clown person, I don't know, you're usually mean to me, so I really don't want to talk to you. So, and yeah, I remember you seeing in White Rabbits because I watched her channel last night. That was really cool. Thank you for speaking. Yeah, yeah. She sounds like me, kind of. Grand Rapids, man. Good Lord, love a duck! I went there lots of times. Sorry, went there lots of times. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put me up on air because my computer, since the puppy's here, is working. What do I got to do? Have a 180-pound dog come in and say, Grandma, Oh, and please, everybody. Oh, now watch. Now watch, it's not going to do it. See? And I growl like animals. Okay, come on. Come on! Boom. See, it's going to do it. Come on! Oh, maybe. Oh! You gotta do your computer like it's Kevin Hart being picked up by Shaq, right? I need new glasses, right? Don't I the teacher with I'm so good, I got everything I need with the ruler. Be good. Okay. You should see all the beads I got. Oh, see all my candy. Jolly Ranchers, the best in Canada. The mango Jolly Ranchers. Lewis. Hi, Lewis. Oscar. Oh, good Lord. Somebody put a handle on you, didn't you? Yeah. When you give your kid a great big name and then he's got to spell it in kindergarten. And when they're writing big letters, by the time it comes back, everybody's got their own little letters, and your kid's got that old printer paper where it comes. And hi. Okay, dazed. Oh, dazed. Why did you call yourself dazed? Are you confused? What? Because that's me. I'm dazed and confused. Oh my God, you're in Argentina? You have the best tennis player, right? That great big guy, right? Or is that different? What's his name? He's huge, right? Because they all do this, right? Whenever he gets up there. Because Nadal just did on I don't remember who won, but he was on clay courts. And I still haven't seen the Canelo fight. So don't talk to me. Anybody. Because I know he lost. And I'm crying still. Because. All right. There's at least 6 people in here. Don't you think Canelo and Gennady Golovkin should be fighting? Because if they don't, that's the only fight we want to see. At least me. Really? Oh. Now you're going to make me think of that guy in tennis, because he's a cutie, great big bear. His shoes, tennis shoes. Yeah, like sports. This is what I want to do, okay? Could you see me? Because I watch boxing on my TVs over there, okay? Because I was ready for the fight that night, and we can't figure out how to get it. So when he fights, I sit here like this, okay? And I fight it with him. And I didn't get to do it this time. I sit here and I watch myself, and then I go back and watch myself, and I go, oh, good Lord, love a duck. My daddy's going, yep, Ukrainian. Good thing she's only half a Ukrainian. Imagine if she was full Ukrainian. And again, my mother, shop till you drop woman, okay? We travel 16 years in a row to Winnipeg, okay? So Daddy was happy when we were all in diapers because he didn't have to stop. Because when you pee, well, if you have boys pee in the ball, I can keep going. Because truckers do that. Because I was driven by truckers, okay? So you don't want to go through the prairies because all you see is nothing, nothing. And if you break down, you're dead because nothing goes by. So we go through the state and go wherever, all the wherever we gotta go. My mother down in the where I got the peach when I was little. And this lady, it was like that movie Get Out. This little old lady sitting in this chair, like she was nothing. It was like an African American old grandma sitting there. That I went up there and I got this peach because to me, I can still see it as a little girl. It's this big because I could barely hold it because, all those fruit stands, you got watermelon and all the cantaloupes and everything. This lady, well, thank God I didn't go for the watermelon. So I'm sitting there standing there talking. All the kids, as soon as we got out of the car, we ran in all different directions, like bing, bing, bing. Or no, I think my mother had my brother, or was he, whatever. But my mother yells out, just like I got one my nose. Kathy, Kim, Kevin. And then when she gets really going, K. There she shouldn't say K. So my daddy sees me over by this little old lady. So my daddy comes up and goes, I'm really sorry, ma'am, if she's bothering you. Because I can remember him saying that. And the lady says, oh no, she's nothing. She's just a little darling. She's got the touch. Because I can remember going like this, looking up at my dad and looking at the lady, and my dad, oh yeah, she's touched all right, because this is after I got my hands broken in that roller machine. And if it hadn't have been for my thumbs somehow getting lodged some way that it stopped the machine, that woke my mother up because she tried to take a nap. And so, and then there's multiple times, filling a lighter in my hand catches on fire. My mom goes away to curling with their lady elks and all these things. We even have a picture of my mother with her girlfriends in Blind River when my future father-in-law is sitting right behind her, and we had never even met. It was like destiny, because of the girls' hockey team I was on. There are so many different religions and relationships with all the girls. I wish I knew where they were, but I know that 3/4 of them had more native blood or indigenous blood in them than I have. And to go into the States and you hear this, the war chant, we're pulling in our vans or however we got there, and there they are with the tomahawk before we even get out. So me, who was always, I would, they would have to hold me back before we even got into our freaking locker room. So like I said, have you ever heard of? Well, we went all around Michigan, like, well, with bandettes too. Like, let me finish the hockey thing. So anytime somebody came near my crate, I didn't forget you put your mask on after being a boy for 2 weeks. I knew what your eyes looked like. So if you came by my crease, or if you came in my crease, my my glove hand, or my blocker, don't fuck with me. My father always said, put your rage on the ice. Don't be a dirty goalie, but if you come in my crease, I'm going to break my fucking stick on you. That's why I carried 3. So, anybody hurt my babies, call the police first. My mom comes out here. My dad's sitting at home going, oh, good God, do I have to call and get them both bailed out of jail? But I had called the police here to meet me up there. So, and it's like, if you have a redhead, and this is why it's so much with the Cash and Carter thing. If you have one redhead, it's 2 kids. My son, and that's without sugar. He just locked me in a pantry. The tree's not there, but I put my daughter on the bus, went to go shut the door, went like this, and he's up in the freaking air. Like, this is what I said to Steve, AV Watchman. And I didn't even know he was there. And I'm going, where'd you go? And all of a sudden he goes, hi, Mom. And I go, how the fuck did you get up there when I just went like this? And honest to God, in, the big basic food shops where it was all those racks? He went in there and got sandwiched between poles like this. And all I could see is, Mom, help me. I'm going, oh, how the hell did you get in there? I crawled in. And it was going in to get the dog food, and then he got like this between 2 things. There's a pregnant lady down there, and I'm going, can you help me a minute? I gotta go. Can you just come here and don't turn your back when you're pregnant to breast now? Because don't turn your back on them. And she stood there as I go get the guy to get him out. And then, like, nothing. We go in around the meat cart thing. The kids had bunny rabbit. They each had a bunny rabbit. Well, this poor Italian lady, she didn't know. Like, Drew goes, what's that? She goes, oh, said something, and then he didn't. She goes, bunny rabbit, like this. My kid's in front seat, like the buggy. All of a sudden he goes, fucking rabbit. So I'm like this. Trying to hold my kid's mouth from stop saying, fucking rabbit. So I got him like this, trying to wheel the buggy out and not look like I'm abusing my child, but he's still yelling, fucking rabbit. Okay, have you ever? Okay, I already read that one. Okay, so Minnesota here. Minnesota, isn't that the hockey team? Minnesota North Stars, right? No, something like that. Oh, I should ask my hubby what the name of that tennis player was. They'd all everything, and then you gotta, the poor umpires gotta say, stop talking in between a tennis match. And I'm saying this out loud. I am so glad the Williams girls they both out of doing tennis now, because we need other people to win awards instead of those guys have won enough money. And again, what they tried to do at the Academy Awards, slapping Chris Rock. That, and I said it again on my gamers page because I didn't know what was going on, and Steven says, like, did you see it? And I went, no. So they replayed it for me, and he didn't even get to put it on his page. And my other guy that's there, I went, what? And then I see that Pinkett sitting there with her fucking house on her finger, That's, anytime you see a fucking ring on of somebody's finger that big, that's a guilt gift. Because those of us could have a ring that big, we know we'd buy a house. Buy a house for your parents, your kids, a couple, give money away. Fucking. The rich need to start getting an incentive where you come from. How about rebuild your neighborhoods and get a tax break for that, right? Ukrainian doll! I'm going to have my book, and it's going to be called The Ukrainian Doll, Teddy Bears with Tattoos, because all those guys in jail are teddy bears with tattoos. And when you see somebody who has beautiful ink done, it stays pretty. When you see somebody who has an artist who doesn't know what they're doing, like Benny Keys' tats, the color is not the color. You see Dougie's tats, beautiful color. Beautiful color. So that's why I say, okay, get in here, you big goof. Get in here. You're driving Grandpa crazy. I need my tattoo soon, and my husband's agreed. Hopefully we got something coming in a couple of weeks. It'll help. Hi, maybe. You can kiss Grandma. Oh, sick. Oh, sick. You gotta kiss me when you get hot. It's like being in bed with a man, but it's a dog. So, I like White Rabbit's chat. They're watching her read everybody's stuff and getting it to know everybody. It's just with my dyslexia I'm glad I just have everybody went quiet. What happened? So, but I know what my purpose is, to get my police body cams. That's scary. Come to help somebody, and I like throwing timbits at them, scared the shit out of them, like coming in the coffee shop. But anybody who's got money, if you got that extra bucks, take it in a dozen or a couple of dozen of donuts and say, here, guys. And if you do this from your community, they will start, like a bunch of you young guys, bring them in and say, hey, we're not the bad guys of the community. Then they get to see the boys in your community. And then when they come in with their cars, speeding to help, they say, okay, I remember. And then if they see a cell phone and think it's whatever, they see you, they see your face, they see how you walk. Same way with a lot of our police officers. You're so big and mean looking. Little kids are scared of you. I'm telling you, a little kid who sees this. You got to start going into your communities and get out of your cars and start shaking hands. There's a couple of police officers I followed. That gorgeous white police officer goes in and he's got his own little troop of kids that follow him around everywhere, and kids are going, "Don't go, don't go." And he's going, "I gotta go to work, but don't leave me." You said, and like, just in love with this police officer. I wish, because my computer was killed, I lost. I don't have Facebook. I can't get in there. We can't, as much as we try to redo my Facebook. It will not let me in. I am blocked. It will not take my phone number. So somebody, I feel, has my Facebook and is doing something. Money has changed hands. That something that I knew all about, somebody ordered a series and $180, which I knew all about. I never would have paid $180 because I got shit for it because I don't have a credit card. So, because I know my isms. If I saw something like Griffey's dog that day, here's $100, poof, no problem. Man who sells everything for his dog, that's a man. A man who kills a dog off his property when he didn't have to. Benny brought that dog because it was all started when he said I tried to shoot him. I said, Benny, in emails, you're spinning stuff around your house, and I had said, hug your mom. Right after that, his mother's attacked. And then I said, stop this. And the school shooter shoots, boom, boom, boom. So then he says I threatened to shoot him. I almost got killed by a jealous boy at 14. I don't touch guns because I know what a gun in the wrong hands can boom. And I've trained myself in somebody's got a gun, and before they raise a gun, you go for that fucking gun, because once they raise a gun, everybody goes down. But if you take the gun out of the hands, whatever way you gotta do them, you grab them right here, and then you take the fucking gun and you turn it on them. You come at me with a gun, you get it back. That's why I don't like guns. That's why I don't like knives. That's why in the old days, fist fights. Want to fight? They went out there, boom, boom. Then everybody started boom, boom, and then they ended up going in and having a drink with their wounds, and you know, you got so many pussies out there right now trying to be heroes when they don't even have a job. So, and because I make leather items, guys are kind of inappropriate. So, I'll make what I make and sell So that's why I said boxing match with Sharon Mark. They got 35,000 subscribers, $5 a piece, over 200 grand to over 250 grand. And then I get video evidence of her attacking Mark. And she puts a 5150 on me. Everybody's seen my trophy, my medals. Esposito Hockey School. Crystal ball. Father, 100% Ukrainian. His parents on their wrist. I will get numbers, authentic numbers of, if I could get theirs, I would have theirs. Both wrists. But I need a dragon tattoo. And every person who was mean, you're going to be on my tattoo somewhere, and I will release the pain of you hurting me. Yeah, Cher's fucking scared of me. And she better be fucking scared. Because I didn't know her father who is who he is. Because if she tortures cats. And people saw how sick I was on banjo night with Benny fucking Keys in the glare. Do I look sick today? No. I said I throw up just like Bear Woman. And I was told by Proud Woman, a bear gets sick when it wakes up from the winter. Goes out and eats stuff it shouldn't, so it throws up and throws up. And now that I'm coming into my bear clan, once I get whatever they plan on doing for me spiritually, I'm stronger since banjo night. And once I get every day that my voice is being heard and people are saying, what do you mean you didn't see the whole live that Cher did? No, I did. I never seen from start to finish what they did. Not when you seen me leave, that's all I seen from that point on. Once she started spinning what they were doing with me trying to learn how to do my computer, trying to do my story and show one shoe. I got both now. And she is fucking scared because I showed the police officers my shoes. And you know, I said to them, I want to raise money now for body cams for you guys. I want everybody, for me, write stiletto heels and say, Kimmy in Canada wants to get her OPP with body cams. Wouldn't it be the coolest thing as you see about, hey, how about a baker's dozen of police officers, male and female, in stiletto shoes? Sell the pictures. That's a lot of money. I'd buy a few pictures. a bunch of male and female stilettos heels. And could you imagine the guys? Because I said to the red-headed police officer, who's a smaller bear than my red-headed bear, I said, do you think he'd do it? He goes, oh yeah, he'd do it. And I said, I want the red-headed bear now in a pair of stiletto heels so you get away from Grandma's tarts. You sit down and be quiet. Buy him a pair of stiletto heels and maybe we make money. The dog with stiletto heels. So, see, Mark thought it was real funny when it was Benny Keys and me boxing. Yeah, because I'd not go to Stevie's, but now I want to box it in the prairie. You want to send a 5150 on me and you got 35,000, 36,000 subs between the two of you. I got 205. And every sub I have is worth 100 of your subs. So I really got, people who have lots of subs. It's because when I started this, Benny Keys was at 6,000. Because I said, go watch the Benny Keys popcorn hour. I'm just waiting for him to implode. Because he can't spin anything else. Because it's money for nothing. Money for nothing. Benny Keys, get a job. Stop smoking dope with your kid in the car. Because there is no way when you did that whole thing, when you kept saying that Egyptian whatever, that video I posted to a lot of my friends of color, African American, Spanish, Italian, Japanese. White people get Benny Keys gets passes because he's white. See how he walks in his, where he goes with, I'm a big guy, I'm going to the store to get cigarettes. And can't even do it, he's got to go back home. I'll have to find some to smoke. Fucking tool. And I'm sorry, or I'm not sorry, any mother that lets that guy have him in the car unsupervised, if Benny Keys cannot make a live, when he can't stop, he's gotta. It's addiction for him to have to make a live. So, I don't care what masks you buy there, little boy Benny Keys. You're the disease of the United States of America, making money, and anybody that gives that trash money, you're supporting the devil. Because he hasn't found nothing but spin everybody's hate. He loved Lizzie. Lizzie was his, right? Now Duchess. Now we got, Duchess. And then there's Izzy Pop. Yeah. And Rap. Yeah, you don't like me, Rap, because I'm coming for your channel because, right? Anybody who blocks me up on a channel is scared of seeing their money go. And Nikita 777, you accused me of doing coke? What the fuck you put up your nose? I seen you drunk online and everything like this. Be respectable. You're a mother, aren't you? My kids are growing, so I don't have to, everybody starts pointing fingers at me. There's 4 pointing back at you. I'm not the disease. I live in Canada, where 4 seasons, very few people can live in 4 seasons. I'm 60 years old, and I'm going to build a safe place where people can come and say the worst thing that ever happened to them in their life, and I can say, thank you. Thank you. Because if you can feed me your worst horror story, I will give you love and light. Because hate is hate. Evil is evil. And if we don't point out the evil and stop giving money, because people are going to somebody they adore and then are being photographed, tattoo for somebody that's not even devoted to you. Think, my people, think. In a month's time, is that person gonna value you in a month as much as you would value you for the whole of your life? Because if you get something on you, it can be taken off. But the scar of getting or devoting to it when it doesn't devote anything to you. And it's usually a man twisting women's hearts and souls and saying, ooh, baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby, ooh, I love you. Oh, and thank you for that donation. Ooh, baby, baby, ooh, I love you too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Probably jerking off behind the computer with another same-sex partner, okay? So don't give anybody your fucking money unless it goes to somebody that tells you their channel's money is going for this, and let's see the receipts, because the tax man is going to go after all these YouTubers that hid money and gave money to Candace for a balloon ride, for this, that, when she had alcohol stashed all over that hill of horrors. Goodbye from Canada, where I see, wake up, my children. Thank you, my little Duke's mayonnaise girl. And everybody knows Cher's scared of me. And she damn well fucking better be. Put up the live, right? 1,000 people saw the first live, or 600 the first time. You put it up, so how many saw it the second time? Then Mark and his coffee time and everything like this. Pick on me, pick on me, pick on me. Keep picking on me. Because I'm going to punch your fucking lights out. Boxing match. Challenge share. Because you put a 5150 on me. It's not alleged. But you had the cops come to my door and say, whatever. In your fucking mouth, you piece of trash. Because I'm going to break all your fucking TVs. Allegedly. She better be fucking scared of me, because she's going down. Say goodbye to your paycheck. Because everybody's going to your channels, right, and saying, hey, yeah, let's get Kimmy Craig's community, the police officers' body cams, right? Let's fight for Kimmy Craig. because Cher and Mark are just spinning trash. The disease in the prairie. Snowball Nation signing out. Bada boom, bada bing.